Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with the same module, that is the employability and the professional development, and the same chapter, that is chapter number 5, that is implementing the career development learning within the higher education. That is how to implement the career development learning within the higher education. What are the various techniques that is used in the career development strategies. So let's start with the previous class session, that is what we have covered in the last class. Then moves to today's topic, that is what are the various learning or teaching strategies that is available with the higher education. So let's start with the previous class session. In the last class, we have studied about the delivery strategies. That is, what are the delivery strategies for promoting the career development learning? That can be divided into three parts. One is through the specific module, one is through the more general cross-curriculum integration, one is the outside the curriculum. So these are the three broad categories by which we can implement the career development learning within the higher education. That is through the specific module, through the more general cross-curriculum integration, that one is outside the curriculum. So then we have discussed what are the three approaches that is available in the delivering strategies that is used for the career development planning, that is used for the career development learning, and there are three approaches that is also available in the modular approach. What are the three approaches? That is a generic, customized, and the best box. These are the three approaches. These are the three forms of the modular approach. The generic strategy that needs more limited development time, that can be rooted directly in the established notion of what career development learning does. So whatever that career development learning does, that comprises various strategies that is used for the limited time period and can be rooted in a direct manner with the career development strategies. And whatever the module that is used with the career development planning, that is used that are well established in the USA in the 1970s and is continued to develop there. In addition to the place of the such modules, career development elements can also be integrated within the programs by linking them to the existing course component, so that the career development learning is code rather than the taught. So that is, it is available in the code form, that is not available in the taught form. And this is available, and this is can be done, or whenever we use the career development element, that can be done within the with the use of the following approaches. One is on an opportunist basis, then on a systematic basis. So these are the two bases that can be done. One is on the opportunist basis, one is the systematic basis. For example, as a part of the module template, that providing the greater transparency for the skills, including the career management skills, that is embedded within the each module. So whatever the system, whatever the opportunity that is used, that is available within the module template, that provides the transparency for the skills. And finally, the career development learning can be promoted through the extracurriculum activities also. There are some extracurriculum activities also that is available in the career development. So that includes the ICT based activity, that is the internet control based activity, or we can say the ICT, that is related to the internet or information computer technology. Then the non-credit bearing special events, that includes the career fairs, on-off or one-off sessions on the particular career management skill, that is a self-presentation or the short self-residential courses. Then we have discussed that is how it is linked to the personal development planning, that is how the career development is linked to the how the career development is linked to the personal development planning. So there are multiple institutions that is available that provides the establishment between the career development and the process of personal development planning. There are three parts. One is the career development, one is the personal development planning, that is the PDP, and the introduction of such processes, introduction of such resources that is available, that is used, that is a part of the implementation of the Deering report recommendation of the institution. So whatever the report, whatever the recommendation report that can be used, that is available in the report recommendation of the institution over the middle term, that should develop a progress report that is used to identify the achievement and the information that is used for the various criteria. So that is linking to the personal development planning. And what is the how it can investigate it? First of all, a transcript or transcript that is records the achievement, that follows a common format, that is what are the various achievement that is used for the for recording the achievement. Then there will be a PDP, that is a personal development planning, that process through which students could monitor, that is what are the various monitor that is available in the career development planning, and what are their personal development thoughts. Then every PDP expect that can be used, that is progress by the 2005-6 opinion that suggests that progress has been made, but that implementation was still variable and uneven. So whatever the progress that will be used, that will be available in the uneven method, that will be available in the PDP methods. Then the personal development planning processes are relevant to and overlap with career development learning in at least three major aspects. So what are the three major aspects by which we can say there will be a personal development planning? The first is whenever we use the personal development planning, or whenever we coordinate with the or personal development with the career development planning, that helps the student to translate learning experiences into the language of employability. That is, what is employability, how to use employability, and what are the various experiences that is available in the employability, and to support the reflection and the development of the self knowledge. So that is also available in the development and the, we can say, the self knowledge that is used. Then next is the skills of reflection, recording and action planning enhanced by the PDP processes that lie at the heart of the career management skills. That is the next part. So that is also related to the PDP, that also related to the reflection, recording and the action planning that is available with the PDP. So these are the three benefits, that is we can say these are the three aspects that is used with the career development planning. Then next is they develop a bank of evidence that students can mine in presenting themselves. That is available in presenting the ideas, that is available in presenting the criteria that is used for the career development planning. So they develop a bank of evidence that students can mine in presenting themselves effectively to future employers. Then we have discussed about the teaching and the learning method, that is what are the teaching methods and what are the various learning methods, that is the teaching and the learning methods. So the teaching and the learning method that is used in the career development learning that need to meet at least two major requirements. So there are two major requirements that is used to meet the major requirement that is available in the teaching and the learning methods. Now what are the two requirements, why there is a need for the teaching and the learning methods? So first requirement is that they need to be personally engaging, and therefore based on the active involvement of students and use of the interactive teaching and the learning method. That is, they can provisionally or they get personally engaged in the teaching method, they get personally or they need to be personally engaging, and therefore based on the active involvement of the student. That is, there should be a whenever whatever the learning method, whatever the teaching method that is applied, so there should be a proper treatment, or we can say the active involvement of the students and the use of interactive teaching and the learning method. That is, the interactive board will be used, smart classes will be used, there will be a proper, or we can say the optimum utilization of the resources that involves, or that also uses, that also involves enhancement, or that also uses involvement of the students. Next, they need to make the world of work become real, and therefore include the active involvement of employers and wherever possible direct experience of the work. So whatever the experience, whatever the direct approaches that will be used, that is also available with the real. Real means a time plays a crucial role. That is, the time is very one of the important role in which the student can participate in the activities, roles, or we can say the quizzes that is available online, that is available online, offline, that is anything that is used. Certainly there is a room for traditional instruction method for some elements of the program that includes the teaching, the academic elements of the career development theories, but such methods are unlikely to be sufficient. Personally engaging teaching and learning methods mentioned by AGCAS and the pedagogy of the employability that also includes these features, that is that it facilitates the teaching style that encourages and model the honesty that is used with the career planning processes. Then you use a short buzz group discussion that is used with the lecture group sessions, then the self edits that is used, then the role play, then peer review, then the card sort exercises. In addition, there is a potential for active involvement of students in the design and delivery of program. There is a potential involvement, or potential, there will be a requirement for the actual involvement of the students in the design and the delivery of program. That is, there should be efficient involvement in the design and the delivery of program. That includes systematic consultation of students. That is, there should be a Systematic consultation of student means the consultants, or we can say the take the approach of the student in an efficient manner, in a systematic manner. That is systematic consultation of students either through surveys or focus group discussion in designing the program. That is, take the opinion from the student also in the surveys or the focus group discussions in designing the program. So whatever the program that is designed, that includes a survey from the student, that includes the discussion from the students. Then using the immediate student feedback in reviewing the program. So whatever the program that is used, so take the immediate feedback or take the immediate student feedback in reviewing the programs. Then next is contacting the formal career management module students after graduation to provide long-term benefits. So contact the formal career management module students. So whatever the career management module student that will be used, that is used after the graduation to provide the long-term benefit. So whatever the long-term benefit that is used to provide the with the career management module students. Then involve such graduates in the delivery of module to the current student. So take up or pick up the some volunteer from the students and to pass the information or deliver the information or deliver the modules to the current students. That is involving such graduates in the delivery of modules to the current student. That is also one of the aim. So take out the pick up the volunteers, and that volunteers give the approaches or give the studies to the further employees or further student, that is we can say the current students. Now such form of participation can feel or can mean that the student feel that they have more of say than in other areas of higher education studies. So whatever the volunteer or whosoever the volunteer is available to teach the other students, they should we can say they should behave like they know each and everything. So there should be a self motivation part, and for from seeing this, the other batchmates, other students are also see that they, yeah, this is very good requirement, this is very good criteria. And whatever the realism that is used, that is also includes the rationale for the active involvement of the employers. That includes involvement in the planning and the development, then making the direct contribution to the program delivery. So one is involvement in proper planning and the development. That is, there should be a proper involvement in the planning and the development, then making the direct contribution to the program delivery. And these are the various employer motivation scheme that also includes conveying a positive image of their company or organization. That is, convey means reflect a correct position, reflect a positive image of their company or the organization that is available, that is used for the organization aspect. Then access to the prospective applicants, that is how to get the good applicant or how to get the good student so that they teach other students also, other participants also. That is access to the prospective applicants. Then the company policies that encourage the community involvement, that is also one of the major deal that is used with the company policies. Then there is, however, a tendency for the employer contribution to common or come mainly from the large rather than the small or the medium sized organizations. That is used with vocationally oriented courses or in the higher status institutions. Then opportunities for direct access or experience of work can also be used for the career development learning. These are the various points that is also used, that is the organized work experience as a program study, then organized work experience external to a program study. So one is as a part of the program study or program of study, that includes a long placement on the sandwich courses, short-term courses, and clinical or the practice program. So these are the various, we can say, the encouraging techniques, or these are the techniques that encourage this is a good program, that is a higher teaching learning strategy. That is how to develop the goal. For example, you are doing the Edexcel. There are so many marketing we are doing for the Edexcel. Then you take the admission, then finally we got that there are a number of students for in this course. That is we can say the marketing that is also used. Then next is organized work experience external to a program of study. That is also organize the work experience that is external to the program of study. So one is the as a part of program of study, one is the external to a program of study. That include or this includes a national program, for example STEP, that arranges the project based placement in small companies and not for the profit organizations, and CRAC Insight Plus, which recognizes and accredits the skills developed through part-time employment. So whatever the employment, whatever the criteria that is used for the non-for-profit organizations. And it also includes some more local schemes of these kinds. So whatever the local scheme that is available, that is also used for the work experience that is external to a program of study. Then next is ad hoc work experience, that is a temporary work experience that is external to the program of study. These are the three parts of experience that is used. One is as a part of the program of study, one is external to a program of study, one is the ad hoc work experience that is external to the program of study. And to these can be avoided work simulations within the higher education settings in the form of either simulated environment or the simulated technique, that is a business game or the print studio. Then the career development learning can also use the experiences as a result of learning. Now what are the various experiences that is used that is also used as a resource of the learning? That is whatever the experience I share with you, that is my personal experience or my professional experience. So that is a that is also one of the that is also used as one of the resources for the learning. So how is that possible? The first is experiences also help the students to prepare for such experience in the way which harness their career development learning potential. So it also helps the student to prepare such experiences. So whatever the experience I share with you, that experience may be applicable for you also, may be helpful for you also. That is a help the student for to prepare such experience in ways which harness their career development learning potential. Then it also helps the student to reflect on the career development learning so that they can draw from such experiences both during and after the experiences. Then it helps the student to develop evidence of work related experience and possibly proficiency that can be used in the future job application. So these help the students as also whatever the experience that is given, that is also used as a resource for the learning. Next is the assessment and the evaluation. That is what are the assessment strategies, what is the assessment strategies, what is the evaluation criteria that is used in the teaching strategy. The assessment method that is used for the career development learning, that is also need to reflect the learning goals of the program. So whatever the assessment method that is used for the career development learning, that needs to reflect the goal of the program. And what are the method that includes the reflective essays or the report. So one of the method that is used for the assessment and the evaluation. So for example, if I want to assess you, then there will be a criteria. You have submit the assignment. That is one of the assessment criteria. In the same way, there is an evaluation, that is checking out whatever the tools, whatever the we can say the portfolio that is you are fulfilling. That is one of the part of the assignment. That is the evaluation. So one is the assessment, one is the evaluation. So first part of the evaluation or the assessment is including the reflective essays or the reports. Then the learning logs or the portfolios, that includes the action plan. So whatever your action plan, that you can reflect it to the portfolio with the help of the portfolio or the learning logs. Then the group or the individual projects. Any project that you are undertaken either individually or in the group, that is the group or the individual projects. Then presentation, that is in the form of PPTs, that is also available. That is also one of the part of the evaluation criteria or the assessment criteria, that is also given in the individual or in the group. Then the direct assessment or assessment of the CVs, applications and interviews. So there will be direct recruitment also, that is in the form of CVs, applications and the interviews. Then the next is written examination. That is also, we can say that that is a common trend in the schools also to assess the students. That is the written examination. So these are the learning, or we can say these are the method that is used for the assessment and the evaluation. So one is the essays or the reports, then the learning logs and the portfolios, that includes the action plans, then the group or the individual projects, then the group or the individual presentations, then the direct assessment of the CVs, applications and the interviews, and then the written examinations. So these are the 6 methods that will be used for the assessment and the evaluation. And the focus is on the generally more focus is on the personal information, and the attention is also given on the quality of the analysis and the articulation. That is more focus is on the quality, not the quantity. And whatever the assessment criteria that is used for the formulative purpose only. And there are two, we can say, the output that is given, that is either pass or the fail. So these are the some example that you see on the screen. These are the some example of the output criteria, whatever the evaluation method that will be used. These are the various assessment criteria, evaluation criteria or the output criteria that is available in the study of the project. Look over here, these are the various career development skills that is used for the University of the Reading. That is the effectiveness of the career development learning program, that is also used in the UK, that is very limited. Then whatever the output, whatever the outcome that is used for the career development decision, that is a career decision making skills, that is a career decisiveness, that is a vocational integrity. So these are the various outputs that is given in this screen, that is available on this screen, and this is the output, that is a career thoughts and the career decision making skills. And this is a center for the career management skill that is available at the University of the Reading. And these are the various outcomes that is examined after conducting a research program. Now, what are the various outcomes? What are the various, we can say, the output that is available after examining the research program? The first is the subjective outcome. Subjective outcome means some life satisfaction examples, some perceived control examples, some adjustment examples, that is also doing the transition in the employment, that is how to use the employment, or we can say how to use the employability skills and the professional skills in the professional development. The next is the impact on the vocational preferences. Then the objective outcomes, that is 2 years after the graduation, that is also available like a post graduation courses, that is used as a that is we can say done by the students in case of the career opportunities, or in case of the career development growth. So these are the career development management skill that is also available at the University of the Reading, that makes the learning outcomes related to the career management skill, that is compulsory at the university students. Now, next sixth chapter is how career services help. So this is the first chapter that we have finished, that is assessment and the evaluation is the last topic that we have finished. Now next is the chapter number 6, that is how the career services can help. That is, what is the procedure and what are the various methods to the career services, for the career services that can help the student. The first is the changing role of a career services, that is how the changing role will be done in the career services that is available in the career development. So the yoga and the night suggests that in many cases a preferred way of enhancing an institution, that is a preferred way how to enhance an institution, what are the various methods to enhance an institution, that is also available in the that is also suggests that many applications, that is a preferred way of enhancing an institution contribution to the student employability is to strengthen the career services. Strengthen means how to integrate the career service, although the impact will be muted if the service lacks a curriculum presence. So whatever the curriculum part, whatever the procedure part that will be available, that is also used to be muted if the service lacks a curriculum presence. Similarly, a person that is known as the Harvey, that commenting or that comment on the growing recognition by the institution of the need to develop a long-term integrating strategy for the employability. So whatever the long-term integrating strategy that will be used for the employability skills, that is used for the development of the recognition of the institution to develop a long-term integrating strategy for the employability, that includes a closer relation or closer link between the central services and the program based initiatives. So whatever the changing role that is used, that is available for the career services. So career services within the higher education institutions vary considerably in their size, in the roles they carry out, and in their organizational location within the institutions. So whatever the role, whatever the criteria that is used, that is available in the different institutions, that is also used for the career development. So the career services within the higher education institutions vary, that is they vary depend on their size, depending on the role, that is how they carry out, and what are the various organization location within the institution. The traditional core role has been helped to the student to manage the choices and the transitions that they need to make a exit from their course of study. So whatever the course that is used, that is also available for the course of the study, and the services of the core activities has traditionally compromised. So whatever the activity that is used, that is traditionally compromised. Now what are the various services that is traditionally compromised? First is the individual and the group guidance, then the information services, then the employer liaison and the placement services. So these are the three parts of the career services. One is the individual and the group guidance, that is how the individual can make, or how the individual can guide and how the group can guide. So what are the various criteria in guiding the individual and the group? So there will be a guidance that is taken from the individual as well as from the group. Then the next is the information services. Then next is the employer liaison and the placement services. These are the three methods, or we can say three career services that is also available within the higher education institution. That may be individual or the group guidance, that may be information services, that may be employer liaison and the placement services. And the criticism of such services has been tending to have more to offer to the students who already knew how to help themselves, and that in those group of students that appear to be in most need of the services, that is likely to be proportion that is to be used much more. That is also one of the part of the license category, or one of the part of the strategies that is used for the, or that is strategies that is used for the career services within the higher education. Over targeting can, however, be problematic. So whatever the target that will be used, whenever I achieve the higher target as per my expectations, or we can say as per my IQ level, as per my, we can say, the capability, if I target the over target, or if I target the higher, that is the over target, that is sometime becomes problematic. I'm not saying you cannot achieve the target, you achieve the target, but try to set that target in a efficient way, so that you can not say that this is a over target that is used. That can ever be problematic at some point. An alternative strategy that is used to adopt new approaches to service provision towards the student. So whatever what is the alternative strategy? Either you can for sure for the over not for the over targeting, either you can adopt the new approaches to service the provision to the all the students. You can take the new provision, you can take the new method to the provision to the all students. Certainly, the nature of the career services core work has changed dramatically. So whatever the career services that is used, whatever the nature that is used of the career services, that has changed dramatically. In many institutions, group and the individual and the group guidance is now increasingly based on the short intervention and the group activities rather than the long guidance interview. So most of the institution that is provided, or that is providing the career services, that is, we can say that provide the career opportunities, that they prefer the short intervention. That is, the short intervention means a short meeting, short group that will be used instead of the long guidance interview. There will be no long guidance interview that is available, but there should be a short guidance or the short intervention that is used within the organization, that is used for the career services. Growing use is made of the ICT. So whatever the growing use, that is made of the ICT, that includes strategies use of the website and the e-guidance to extend the access to the services. So the first use of the ICT, that is use of the website. So make more and more use of the websites to provide the feedback, to gain the importance, and the e-guidance to extend the access to the services. So whatever the access, how we can access, that is also available in extending the or accessing the services. Great attention has been paid to the quality assurance of the services. Great attention means more and more attention has been paid to the quality assurance of the services. What is the quality assurance of the services? How it is paid? That includes the accreditation against the metrics quality standard. So whatever the metric standard that will be used, that is given the accreditation against the metrics quality standards. In addition to the traditional activity, many services have also been developed for the other activities also. Some have the potential of for radically changing the nature and the structure of the services. So whatever the service that is available, that includes various activities, and some of the activities have been used for the changing the nature and the structure of the service. That is how to change the structure and how to change the nature and the structure of the service. A review of strategic direction. So whatever the review that is available in the form of strategic direction for the higher education career services. Identify a number of options. So whatever the option that will be used, that is used for the education career services, that identifying a number of options, that is there are multiple options that will be used, four of which were based on a stronger embedding within the institution. That is, four of the options, or these are the four options, that is we can say there will be a strong coordination, strong embedding within the institution, or that plays an important role. These are the 4 points that plays an important role within the institution. The first point is the integrated guidance model, in which the career service becomes an integral part of a continuous guidance process available to students pre-entry. So before the pre-entry phase that will be used, there will be a career services that becomes an integral part of a continuous guidance process that is available to the student pre-entry, on entry, and throughout the student course, as well as on the exit from it. So that is the integrated guidance model. That is, integrated means there will be a pre-exit, there will be a we can say the entry, sorry, not the pre-exit, that is a pre-entry, that is the entry, and throughout the student course, as well as on the exit from it. So one is the pre-entry stage, one is the entry stage, one is the throughout the student course, and one is the exit stage. So these are the 4 stages that is used, that is also known as the integrated guidance model. Now next is the integrated placement model, that is also the next part, that is also the strong embedding that is used with the GRADE part. So one is the next is the integrated placement model, in which the career services concern for placement on the graduations. So one is the guidance, only giving the counseling, that is what is the career services, how it is an important part, how it becomes a continuous process, how you can make or how you can achieve the target, what is the main motto of achieving the target, what are the provisions for achieving the target. So these are the various, we can say, the integrated guidance model that is also available, that is also a part of the career service. That becomes an integral part of a continuous guidance process that is available to the students pre-entry, on entry, and throughout the student course, as well as from exit from it. Then next is the integrated placement model, that is the next part, in which the career service concern for placement on graduation becomes part of the integrated placement operation. That is the integrated placement model, in which the career services, whatever the career service concern, that is the main concern is on the placement on the graduation, that is the graduate student will be placed, that is the placement on the students, that becomes part of the integrated placement operation. which also includes the course related placements. That is what is the course related placement and the placement into the part-time and the vacations. Sure. That is the placement is also given into the part-time jobs and the vacations. Sure. Next is the curriculum model. So one is the guidance model, then the placement model. Next is the curriculum model, in which the careers services become part of the teaching delivery vehicle for or as a consultancy services that is designed to support academic departments. That is a curriculum model in which or in that there will be a career services that becomes part of the delivery or the teaching delivery vehicle. Teaching delivery vehicle means that is a mode for the teaching delivery that is also used or that is also used as a consultancy services that is designed to support the academic department, that is also used in the academic department, that incorporates or that integrates into the course provision the development of the employability and the career management skills. That is incorporating the provision, or we can say the integrate the provisions of the development and the career management skills. The next is the learning organization model, in which the career services become part of the service designed to foster the career development of all the members of staff, including the contract researchers and other staff as well as the student. That is the learning organization model. So this is a learning organization model in which the career service or careers service become part of a service designed to foster the career development of all the members of a staff. That is, every member of a staff is also integrated with the career development. That is a learning organization model that becomes a part of the service integrated design that fosters the career development of all the members of the staff. That is also available in the company, that includes the researchers and the other staff as well as the students. Each has a significant structure and the resource implementation. So every model that we have studied, either it may be a guidance model, it may be a placement model, it may be a curriculum model, it may be a learning organization model. Any process that use that has some significance, that has some importance, that have a structure and the resources implications or the resources parts. The contention is that these models are not incompatible with one another. That is, they can work with one another. Either you can use the learning organization model with the curriculum model, either you can work the or you can use the integrated placement model within the curriculum model. That is, one model can be used with the other model. That is, they are not incompatible. They are compatible with each other. They are compatible with one another. But that there are some tensions between them, which means that beyond a certain level of provision, they may require some degree of structure separation. That is, at the some degree of at one point of time, at one point of certain point of provision, they may require some degree of structure separation. That is, whenever that is used well, but at one point of time they will be used or they may require some degree of separation, that is known as a structure separation. Now, out of these four models, the curriculum model is particularly relevant to the concern of this paper. That is this module. Curriculum model is one of the exact model, or we can say the significant model that is used for the career development learning. This is particularly relevant to the concern of this paper. It was implicitly given primacy by the Harris Committee. So it was given primacy to by the Harris Committee, that is used, which redefines the prime function of higher education career services as being to help the institution produce better informed students who are self-reliant. So whatever the primary function that is used with the higher education services or career services, that is being part or to help the institution produce better informed student, that is a one of the main role, that is a better informed student that is used, who are self-reliant and able to plan and manage their own learning and have sound career management skills. that is also used to plan and manage their own learning criteria, that have a sound technique, that has a able approach, that is used to manage their own learning, and the sound career development or career management skills. So let's start the session again. There are some difficulties in the bandwidth of the module or bandwidth of the internet. So out of these four curriculum model that is particularly relevant to the concern of this paper, that is used because that is used for the career development. So this is one of the relevance model that is used that is relevant to the employability and the professional development. And it was implicitly given primacy by the Harris Committee in the 2001, which redefined the prime function of higher education career services as being to help the institution produce better informed students and who are self-reliant and able to plan and manage their own learning and have sound career management skills. So whatever the skill that is used as a self-management skill, that is used for the career development. So it helps a student who are self-relevant, able to plan and manage their own learning and have a sound career management skills. It added that career services have a key roles in delivering or helping the tutors to deliver aspects of the curriculum. So whatever the career services that is used, that have a key roles in the delivering, and whatever the key role that is used, that helps a tutor to deliver aspects of the curriculum. So whatever the tutor that is used to deliver aspects of the curriculum techniques. For example, relating to development of student career management skills, arranging work experience and encouraging students to reflect on that experience. So whatever the experience, whatever the career development technique that is used as a career management planning skills or management skills, that is used to arrange the work experience and encouraging the student to reflect on that experience. A follow-up to the Harris Committee report found that a quarter of institutions arranged that the partnership with the academic department in contributing to and embedding the CMS, that is the career management skill development. So that is a partnership that is used with the career or that is used with the academic department in contributing and to use with the embedding technique. That is what are the various embedding technique, that is what are the various institution part that is used for the embedding technique, and there will be academic department that is used for the embedding and contributing and embedding the CMS, that is the career management skills development, and should now be viewed as a core rather than the additional incentive or the activities. A later survey by the Mercury found that no less than 90% of the services reported that they have a partnerships with the academic department in contributing to the career development. So whatever the career development that is used, they were contributing to the career development skills or skill development, and 76% in embedding the career management skill in the contribution. So these are the various, we can say, the percentage that is given in the career management skills in the curriculum. And the growth of personal development planning, that also strengthen the curriculum role of the career services in a number of institutions. So whatever the number of institutions that is used, that also there will be PDP, that is a personal development planning, that also increase the role of the strengthen the role of the curriculum role of the career services in the number of institutions. The Harris Committee state that individual academic department must have lead responsibility in helping the student to compile their progress report. So it's the responsibility of the team of the department that have a responsibility, or the individual academic department that have a responsibility to help the student to compile their progress report. That is what is their progress. But the career services have an important role to play in ensuring that the progress report is viewed not as an end in itself. That is not viewed as an end in the itself, but they can be used as a tool to aid the successful planning and the progression. So that is also an aid, or we can say the target, that is used for the successful planning and the progression. In practice, Little and E-Sect colleagues report that in many higher education institutions, PDP and the career development are viewed as an integrated process rather than the separate activities. So in a higher education institution, there will be a personal development planning that is used as a career development skills that is used as an integrated process rather than the separate activities with the career services. That is or the centers for the career development are some of the now title taking the lead role in the delivery. So that is the growth of the PDP, that is the personal development planning. Then the next paragraph says the organizational location of career services remains an important issue. So whatever the organization location that is used for the career services, that is also one of the we can say the issue that is also used, one of the important issue. They can be aligned with other student services. So whatever the career services that is used, that is also aligned with the other student services, with the academic services or with the marketing services. So the organization location of career services remains an important issue, and that can be aligned with the other student services, academic services or with the marketing services, or organized on a standalone basis. The survey by Magri indicated that in 53% of institution, the career service was located in the student services. So it was indicated that 53% of the institution that is providing the career services that are located in the student services. So 53%, can you remember, or can you not remember, can you imagine? 53% are assigned or located in the student services, and only the 14% is under the teaching and the learning. So majority is available with the student, not with the teacher, because students are the, we can say, the building blocks of a school or building blocks of a career, building blocks of any institution. But teacher are only the used for the guidance. That's why they offer the 14 degree under the teaching and the learning. Some institutions, however, have adopted some degree of hybridization, which attached career services to teaching and the learning structure. So there are some institutions that also adopted some degree of hybridization. That is, there will be a degree of the hybridization, that is hybrid data, that is a combined data that attached career services to the teaching and the learning structures, even though they were located elsewhere within the institutional structures. And if in the longer term, career development learning becomes widely embedded within the higher education as a part of core curriculum. So if in the longer term or in the future aspect, career development learning becomes widely embedded within the higher education, for example, that is also as a part of the core curriculum, this could have considerable implications for the structural position of career services within the institution. So whatever the institution that is used, that is also used as a core curriculum for the higher education, that is used for the structural position of the career services within the institution. And the possibilities that is mentioned by the hustler include, so whatever the possibilities that is used, that includes, first is providing the curriculum consultancy and support within the traditional career service model alongside its traditional function, that is used for the curriculum consultancy and also provide the support within the traditional career service model that is used with the traditional functions. That is the curriculum consultancy that is used or that supports a traditional career development skills. Then restructuring the career services as an academic service rather than a student service. So restructuring the career services, that is a restructure, or we can say the rebuild the career service that is available, that is used for the academic service rather than a student service. So the whatever the career service that is used as academic service rather than a student service, that is not related to one of the student, but that can be related to the academic service that is related to the academic part. Then the next is the career service becoming or existing alongside. So whatever the career service technique that is used, that is becoming alongside a teaching unit focusing on the career management. So the whatever the career service technique that is used as a teaching unit, that is used as a teaching part that focus on the career management as an academic discipline. So whatever the academic discipline that is used as an academic discipline that is available in which research can be conducted. So there will be a proper research that will be used, that is also used as a teaching unit that focus on the career management skills. Now next is models of partnership with the teaching department. That is, what are the various models that is used or that is available with the teaching department. So this I'm not going to start right now because there is some bandwidth issue, we can say some network problem issue. So this I'm going to start in the next class, that is in the tomorrow's class, that is the models of partnership with the teaching departments. So that's all for today's session. If there is any doubts, any confusions, you can ask the doubts from me. And any clarification, you can ask the doubts from me. So that's all for today's session. We will meet tomorrow with the same timing, with the new concept, with a new chapter, with a new topic, that is the models of partnership with the teaching department. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.